Let's fight. A very good evening to you. A very good Monday night to you, folks. It's Monday, the 28th day of August. Yep. Just so you know, folks, welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. Pace and power, boots on the ground, folks. That's how we do it. Boots on the ground. Good to have all of you guys out front with us tonight. Yolanda Thomas is here. Jolly Anderson is here as well. Chisel Chipper, the Anna Lottery, Taylor Jones. Good to have you all. Share the live. Smash that emoji button for us. The technicians who are on duty, do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Yolanda Thomas, let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Paulette Hopkins is here. Nick McLean is here. Carol Joseph is here. Carol Jacobs is here as well. And Peggy Russell Elias. Peggy, how are you doing? I ain't seen a little bit. Good to have you tonight, Peggy. I see Sabina Jacobs is here. Subs. Good to have you here. And thanks, Peggy. Ringing that bell once more for you folks. Welcome in the ring to all of you. Yonit Kingston is here. Kevin Joe is here as well. Everett Small is here. Marcy Agard. Dorica Ferguson. Dorica, how are you guys doing? Good to have you here with us. William Nicholas says he's locked in. Good to have you here with us, Nicholas, and all the other folks who are joining us this evening. Pace and power. Good to have you folks on the live tonight. Welcome. So share the live for us, guys. Smash that emoji button for us as well. Good folks, we got a lot to share with you guys tonight. You all know once again the 592 sesh. But good to have you folks here with us nonetheless. Wherever you guys are joining us from, especially those of you outside the diaspora, you're overseas, over trees. Good to have all of you folks here with us. Share that live for us. Smash that emoji button for us, folks. Wherever you're rocking and coming in from today, we trust that you are well. I see Carol is here, and I see Kathy Ann Fowler is here as well. Good to see you, Kathy Ann, and all the other folks joining us. I see Cheryl Jeffrey is here too. Good to see you, Cheryl. Good to have you. And all the other guys. Leon Logan, not forgetting Leon. Roxanne Batson is here too. And Glycis Mingo Byrne is here too. Good to have all of you folks on the live. Share that live for us. Smash that emoji button. Joylin, and I see Isan Juk is here. Good to have you, Isan. And I see all the other guys joining us. Good to have you guys here with us. Share that live. We're just approaching a 1,000 persons joining us live. We're privileged to have all of you here, folks, joining us tonight, wherever you're rocking and coming in from. Good to have you here with us, good folks. Share that live with us. Smash that emoji button. Pace, and power. We're fired up at this end, guys. We ready to go? See what we're waiting on. We all this along. Good to see you, Shelly Alicock. I see Nima Flubess is here. Good to see you, Member of Parliament. Nima Flubess, ring the bell one time for the Member of Parliament and all of you folks who are joining us from around the world tonight. Good to see you folks. Well, here, everyone's huffing and puffing at the National Two Shouts Conference today. And yet, everyone is saying how, I'm humbled. Well, he ain't something too humble to me. We can talk about that. Deborah Pearson, Wendy Ogle, Robin Kendall, Karen Rogers, I see you there. Audrey Cole, I see you as well, Audrey. Good to have you. Heaven Fit, good to have you. Forbes, Medozi, good to have you. Renwick Daly, we see you as well. Renwick and Carl Hudson, good to have you. Patricia Wren, good to have Patricia here with us, folks. Yeah, take out your checkbook tonight. Who didn't have a chance to give to our drone project? You still have an opportunity. Take out those checkbooks. Take out your debit, your credit card, sell your grandmother television. Do what you gotta do, folks. We're happy to be just kidding. Then we're not saying you can clip down, take it out of context. But good to have each and every one of you, folks, with us this evening. Pace and power. Diane Fordyce is here. Penelope Hudson, Minty Graves Andy, Jacqueline Clark, Isabella Butters, Edith Miggins, a whole host of folks out front with us. Beatrice, thanks for the thing. Beatrice. So, it got by so fast. I just saw the name. I'm looking for it now, and it's gone by. Let me scroll up. Beatrice, Simone Kennedy, Renwick, Diane Abrams. Good to have you, Diane. Beatrice, my girl outside. Thanks, Beatrice. Ring the bell. That time it's just the Beatrice. Nobody. Just the Beatrice. One more time. Just to the big me. Good to have you, Beatrice. Thanks so much for your generosity, Beatrice. Thank you so much. Who don't know? Who don't know? I just talked. It's now 1,400 of you joined us live, folks. Good to have some of you sitting next to hubby, and this bell can send you all off tonight. The bell, one more time for all the hobbies out there. You're sitting next to your hubby. That bell is for you. Thanks for joining us from the many places you wonderful folks are joining us from. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. Good to have you guys. Okay. Good to be here with you folks. As we told our morning audience, we're going to tell you too, folks, our drone project reached its target, but we still accepting donations. We don't refuse money. Where think we there? You think we got Jeff Bezos kind of money? And Jeff still got Amazon and so on. You think we got Elon Musk kind of money? Musk still got Tesla, SpaceX, all kinds of Twitter. Well, now X, all of that. But folks, we want to thank all of you who thus far contributed to our drone project. We have reached our target, and now we're looking at periphery things. Folks, we have reached our target. We got about $2,300 towards purchasing our professional grade drone. Who vex? Who vex? I ring the bell again. Who vex? You know, if I had the time, we got lights flashing and smoke and all that, but y'all know where we let smoke is set up. Alarm that police is coming, rolling quick. You know, the fire service and the security, the home security service and all that. Them boys just come quick. But we want to just thank all of you guys who helped us to reach our target. Right now, we're in the phase of pulling those funds from the different places you would have sent them to. And as soon as we've transferred that, folks, we're hoping to do that tomorrow latest. Boom, purchase that drone, and we're hoping that by weekend, we have that in hand. But right now, any donations that you send us towards this project, we can do the peripheral things. Look for a nice case to carry it in so we don't damage it as we move it to and fro, bringing you more valid, credible information, guys. We also want to buy some perhaps extra batteries and so on, that when we go on a mission, we run out of batteries. So we can do those little peripheral things. So we did meet our target, even though we didn't tell you guys what we were looking at. We did reach that target of, the drone is about $2,200. We got to 23. And any other thing you send us, folks, and we hope you do, goes towards nicing it up and buying the little fanceries to make sure we can keep it safe and, you know, that kind of stuff. But I really want to thank all of you who jump on board. You unlock a passport. And it's what I asked people for by Chameri recently. Some fancy card that they keep asking the people for at Chameri. You ever stop embarrassing me out there, man? Stop embarrassing us out there. They kept asking if I'm for this the ESTA card, the ESTA, a fancy card. You know, the ESTA card. Now you all access for that. But some of you just give liberally, and we are going to show you what we have done. You know, somebody didn't give a cent. He in the inbox asking me, how much you raise? I said to people fast, you know. Said to fast. He didn't give a cent. But he in the comments, how much you raise? Well, now you know. I trust you're happy. I trust I do something for you. Now you know. 3 days ago, some of you who contributed, nobody who contributed, ask us how much you raise. Somebody in the comment section, day and night, how much you get? What do you got to do with you? If I had to put in your heart to give us something, do that. Shucks, how much you raise? Folks, I'm one person. You got plenty of me. One. What you see is what you get. Minga secrets lock up. Minga no little boy wooing when the night come. Or little girl for that matter. You see, what you see is what you get. Not in the class today, except clothes. And not even too much of that. You see? And they're very frugally. Like jewelry and, you know, no, they got it, people. If that's your thing, more power to you. What you see is what you get. How much you raise? What do you got to do with you? You got a cent in it. You all know people like that? Huh? You all know folks like that? He and asked, how can I give? How much you raise? How much you raise? Right? I ain't answering fast enough. You see the message? I just ignore them. I just ignore them. Father have mercy. Father have mercy. Jesus. How much you raise? How much? Well, you know now. We raised $2,300. You know? And some folks send us a little fine change during the course of the day. All of that is going to it. We rock back here at no hotel. Having no fancy time here. Everything. When we started this show, 9 months I carried it. And when it was more than me, I came to you, the viewers and fans. I said, help help us out. Help us out. And you all have done that. You all have done that. Giving us gift after gift after gift. And we thank you guys. And I don't really want to be too abrasive to people because it's not bird nest on this side. Me want custom nobody. So it's not bird nest on this side. But I was quite taken aback. And give us send. How much you get? How much you get? Like they said he or them, somebody. They send them. How much you get? How much you get? Well, I'm telling you, we raised $300. And we're gonna buy a drone and we're gonna bring it. I'll box it right here. So you got to ask to see it. Like how I come and tell you all how much we raised. And when we close up, I can tell you how much we raised overall. And I can unbox it right here for everybody to see. Because y'all know we foreign folks and we like never see cover see. We foreign. And it's like, look, I have to hold myself back, from showing y'all every day, every step I make. We are vlogging. You see? Says he's impressed. He's impressed. How much you get? How much you get? God help me, some people, boy. God help us to some people. So I really want to thank, as I said, all of you who give and will give. And will give to our drone project, folks. Hit us up on WhatsApp, 627-6963, and tell us what platform suits you, and we'll tell you how you guys can contribute to our project. We're available via Cash App and Zelle and PayPal, MMG. We're available via MoneyGram, Western Union, and also we have the facility, folks, to accept your credit cards and your debit cards as well. It's your program. You enjoy it. If you give something to our program because you find information useful, so be it. Too vex. I'm not apologizing for the fact we don't run on water. Yeah. So, folks, let's move on. Let's have a move on. Again, I really want to say thanks to all of those who gave to our drone project. And we can let you guys know what the final figure is when we close up the project. We got the tools in hand. We got the peripheral things in hand. We can let you guys know. But I'm averaging by Friday. We should have it in hand. Saturday, the latest. No, let me say maybe Monday, the latest. Just in case. Maybe Monday, the latest. I come in right here, unbox the whole thing and say, what taps? Look what we got here. Unbox it right here. Say, Cheryl Haywood. Cheryl, look. Yeah? Mayborn King. Look what we do here. Julian Mars. Look what we do here. Philippa Pearson. Siobhan McDonald. Watch this. Extra. Read all about it. I'm so excited because we set out to do something and we did it, folks. And all of us can take a bow. All of us, even those who didn't have a chance to give. Because I know you might take the next turn on the next project, right? You're going to say, X body and Y body, y'all hold back. I got this. I got the whole thing. I got the whole thing. I know we got some people like that. I know we got some folks like that. But folks, moving on. Moving on to Fight Card tonight. We're talking, some of us, we're looking at the National Two Shows Conference. We're talking about an experience at the Cherry Dragon International Airport, CGIA. They left a bad taste in the mouth of his family. They kept asking for some Esther document, the EST, I don't know if they pronounce it Esther for short, but the EST, they kept asking all the time. And they had some other bad experiences too. We got to come to a place where service matters. If I'm going to have from puff from now till next year, if each of us don't go down on the ground and do the hard work, this country ain't going no place. So we can talk about what went down at Cherry Dragon International Airport. Y'all know it would not be any kind of a day if we didn't have a fire. Fires of the PPP. We can talk about one such fire just today. Carnage on our roads and waterways, violence against women and girls, fires of the PPP, high cost of living, the 7 plagues by Alibaba and the 40 T's. But we can touch on some of those things. Cost of living, folks, we can touch on that as well. But as we start, good folks, as we start tonight, to tell you what happened during the course of the day. Hey, folks, it's that kind of story, though. We saw your boy Irfan. There's the happening right now, the meeting of the National Two Shows Conference. You see the chairman of the Two Show Conference? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a friend. Love it at all times. The good book. A friend. Love it at all times. But a brother is born for adversity. The chairman of the National Two Shows Council is no brother to the folks at Middle Massaruni. Is no brother to the folks at Chinese Landing and Isenaru, Moroni. He is no brother to them. And we can tell you about that. Today there was this National Two Shows Council meeting. And of course, the most pressing issue is what's happening there at Chinese Landing. How our indigenous brothers and sisters, that Carib tribe at Tasawini, are being dispossessed of the resources that belong to them. Dispossessed. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. You open up, folks. We saw Irfan outside, huffing and puffing. The man said, I come humbly before y'all. But is this a man who is humble? Take a look and take a listen. The opener.
I'm humbled to be before you, all of us, the entire cabinet, because we honor your service, we honor your duty, and we honor your commitment. And the least we can do is give you of our time and our ear. And that is why every day they will be here.
My friends, so far in the LCDS, 15% of the funds from sale of carbon credit, 15% from the sale of carbon credit goes directly to you, your communities. Show me one other model in the world that does this. One other model in the world
that gets 15% of the revenue directly back to the indigenous communities, the custodian of the forest. You can't find one. This alone is worthy of any international headline. So far, more than $4.7 billion transferred directly to more than 243 villages and communities.
Folks, we did not trouble with that audio in any way at all. We didn't touch it. So don't come for me. Don't do it. So if Irfan sound a little bit like he on something, like he like me with Elmo and Alvin and the Chipmunks, little too long. That's not our fault. Thanks to NCN for that footage there. Carry on. I haven't come before you. He's doing them a favor, right? He's doing them a favor. We can be here every day. he won an award for that. We can be here every day. Every day. Well, you're supposed to be in the Orchard Conference Center. Because with the infrequency if we had Parliament, you're going to be there for something. Might as well be there for something. We can be there every day. he won a Nobel Prize for attendance because he went 3 days to the same place. You know, because he actually got to work. He wants to stand up, he want to work. You see? He don't want to work. He want a quick fix. That's why he went to do nips and tucks. Right? Now you look like you drink tinners. He want a quick fix. But this economy ain't going to be a quick fix. You know, Marcy Agard, crime, Andrew Cutsboard, ain't going to be no quick fix. But stink-minded people like they got in Darmalal, how they going to be a quick fix? Dirty minds like Damn well, make it a little more palatable for you folks in dinner time. How we can get a quick fix? Me, my cabinet, we'll be here all week. All week we'll be here. Some things take time, you know. Something takes time. You know, here from Jati, he would just come in and you know, he would wave his presidential wand and everything would be fine. That was the opener, folks. That was the opener. We got a couple other things to talk to you about, and then we can get out your hair so you guys can go on and have a great evening, and then we can go and buy a drone. Who is Vex? I feel a little bit like the old boy AG. We there every day in National Assembly debating, we think, you know, look, yeah, hurry and talk, I got a child home here. Hurry and talk, yeah, I have a child home. Come and look at me child. I know some of those responses in the comment section. Are you sure? Come and respond. How come look at me child, yeah? I want to just hurry. Get out of the way so you guys can go ahead and have a fantastic evening. In national politics, folks, at the highest levels, we saw this today, folks. Back channels, and we were wondering, you know, is there something like a trilateral cooperation, trilateral meeting, tripartite meeting? This Camp David, folks. You know, Biden was asking me if I want to come out there. I said, look, I just want to come in a little quiet. Right? You and your boys meeting and so on. I ain't want to get in no problems. Right? I ain't want to get in no problems. It's the back channels. I ain't telling you all. Joe tell me personally. Right? But I'm telling you all, back channels. Right? The channels at the back. We learned of this tripartite meeting. Japan, South Korea, and U.S. were strengthening cooperations today at Camp David. You know, is this meant to blunt China? Who don't know? In Dr. Shamir Ali voice, back channels. That's what back channels suggesting, folks. That is what the back channels are suggesting. This trilateral, tripartite meeting, producing this kind of cooperation across continents, good folks, across continents. Well, we hope that it augurs well for the rest of the world, good folks, for the rest of the world. When we have tripartite meetings, y'all don't bother us. So that's some what we're following, guys, internationally. Good to see so many of you on the live, folks. Apologies there. Good to see so many of you on the live. Yeah, come, Rackham, come in, put now music is copyrighted. So if you play too long on the internet, you get a strike on your channel. I also noticed that with Duke Ross, fantastic voice, fantastic talent, both of them look as though they're going on to do exceptional things, and we love that. We love that our Guyanese in the diaspora doing well. So congrats to both of them. Some of that audio slipped in there just now. Some of the audio slipped in. That was what you were hearing. In the 592, folks. In the 592. Y'all know it's never an easy day there, guys. Never an easy day. I think we're starting with the cost of living. That's what we saw. Sabbath News 38 installment. Looking at the cost of living. This is not the key from the AFC. This is not New Nation. This is a middle of the road newspaper doing the work of the fourth estate and doing it well for the most part. Going out there and asking our people every day, how are you all doing? How are you all doing? Every day asking them that. You see this lady at the bottom here? You see Big Auntie here? Big Auntie's an entrepreneur. She got a little shop. Right? Auntie selling food on the side. And Auntie asking the government, could y'all open up this 10-day work here? Things are tough. I got fit in myself. I got talking. You see, if y'all didn't recognize me, So instantly, I might have talking myself. I might have talking myself. I don't know. My wife says, Sherrod, you got this thing feature. You can't hide yourself. Sometimes put on a mask, a hat. They're coming through JFK. You know, one of the guys working there, he said, Sherrod? I saw the Sam take one. He said, we there. Soon as he said, I know the ringside, just like that. My brother greeted me so wonderfully at JFK. You know, and then we parted company. Well, I thought is that thing's done. I thought there is where things concluded. Next thing I see my brother bring some others. He bring a whole entourage. Look, Sharon right here. You all know how we do it. Yeah, I nearly started the show right there. Ping, 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 ping. Right there. So when them policemen started looked at me funny, ICE and Homeland Security. And them could start, look at me funny, we started ringing a bell in JFK. The man brought some colleagues. He said, come. Rascal, you had me to share. We all over the world, folks. I love it. And especially when we're doing well, you keep me flat, flying high, even better. Even better. Big auntie says she want tuck in by a 10-day walk because the times are hard. Right? That's what the woman said. She don't mind having a 10-day walk. Right? And she's pleading and imploring on the government to open the process. I'm telling you what the woman said. Right? And one that we didn't share with you this morning. One that we didn't share with you. Folks, people got it rough, you know. People out here got this thing rough. People I'm playing, right? Puran Ramnot 35. Gatani on the armor cap watching you. 35, a farmer. He said everything gone up in the market. And it's affecting everyone purchasing food items in the market. Most of my family overseas, you see. People don't run from good. Most of my family overseas. That's what Puran Ramnot says with you on the armor cap. And without their help purchasing food items from the market, I would not be able to buy food items now. That's what Puran says about the cost of living. And we ain't jitting, you know. That's what he said. This type of news is now we. So when you're cussing, when you're cursing, curse right. When you're cussing, it's not us. Starbuck News. Puran says a farmer. And if the remittances weren't flowing, his dead be dead. And who isn't that badly wounded? That is what Puran said. I'll give you one more before we move on. We gave you a couple this morning. Puran said, wasn't for this. I think I was a gunner. Yubiki Ayana, a big auntie. Here, big auntie said, I normally would collect money from a husband, right? From my husband, NIS, every month. But still, I can't do to purchase the basic food items for myself because everything gone up in the market. Everything gone up in the market. Yubiki Ayana says, as a result of that, I will prepare and sell food for the week in order to maintain myself since everything gone up. Simple items like chicken gone up. A pound of chicken is now $600. Right? 600 and something. A few months ago, a pound of chicken was $240. $240. Raymond, Elizabeth, $240. I bought some chicken here. We bought a whole box of wings today. Probably for under $10. Whole big box of wings. I think I carried them some. You be careful, you're going to rock and come in, girl. You're going to rock and come in. She said $240 was chicken a couple months ago when Granger went in. Now $600. Also a pound of celery. Now $2,500 a pound. Before, a pound of celery was sold at a cheaper price. I think the government should work towards lowering the cost of food items. That's what Yubiki Ayana said. Yambiki, rather, YAM. Yambiki Ayana said. Right? You think them boys looking at that? Things tough out here. And y'all know it's the truth. If you say anything else, just stifle your conscience. Gloria Skinner, Lester Williams, Brenda Bailey, Claire Jamal, Alison Boudou, Donna Miller, Isn't that the truth? Petal brown. Isn't that the truth? As we say, cost of living real high out there. Real high out there. Remember this young woman and her son brutally murdered at Rose Hall last week? But I said the police no longer holding any suspects. The police no longer holding any suspects. Folks, I saw some of these photographs. You know, it's a small country. Things leak. We got a lot of leaks in this country. Right? Kwame got leak. Utah, you know, it's a leaky country. Things leak in the country. Things leak. So I saw the photograph of the son. Folks, if you see the brutality of the chops to that young man's face, Jesus have mercy. Father, have his mercies. I hope God Almighty got a special place reserved for them. They need a whole suite in hell. Not just one room. They need a whole suite. If you see chops to this young man's head, what could he have done anybody to deserve that? Police said they ain't got nobody to hold it right now. Police said they're not holding anybody right now. Somebody knows who did this dastardly act. And I'm calling on the better angels. You know, turn yourselves in and let justice be done. Turn yourself in and let justice be done. If you see the chops of this young man, it crawled my skin. It crawled my, I think he probably getting worse than anybody. It crawled my skin when I saw it. Let justice be done. If you know a family member was involved in this, turn them in. For God's name, turn them in. Moving on, folks. Fires of the PPP. You know, by now, not a day goes by. In this 2x4 country we call Guyana, when there isn't some fire. Today was Wisrock. Early this morning, they tell us a fire of unknown origins took down a property in Wisrock. You never know how it starts. Fires just start. It'll be an extraordinary day. An extraordinary day if we didn't have any fires. Good folks. It will be that kind of extraordinary day. You know, I see a lot of you in the comments. You see all the time, these people is crosses. Let's say God don't sleep. We can date back some of these calamities. You can't push them past August 2nd, 2020, you know. You know them as crosses. You know April is a cross and Jack Dew is a big cross. And between them alone, it's purgatory, confusion powder, the angry Zandi. It's a pack of crosses. So fires took down this property. Just so. But as I said, good folks, it would be an extraordinary day if we didn't have a fire. We don't have any reports of fatalities, any loss of lives, and we're tremendously happy for that. Tremendously happy. But another fire nonetheless. Another fire nonetheless. Folks, I've been out here a little while in this beautiful place they call South Carolina. Sparkle City. South Carolina. I ain't seen no fire yet. Immaculate fire stations and so on. But I ain't seen no fire yet. Why? Why? A 2x4 backwater place. Why every day something burning down? What's that about? We got carried. You need that in the Pentecostal tradition that I know, right? You need a good Thursday morning service to cast out your things. That's not natural. It is not natural at all. Stop and prayers for the people who lost this house in Wisrock this morning, this fire that, came out of nowhere, they said. nature of things in Guyana, gone with a whole home there. Our thoughts are with those people. We hope that they can get back on their feet. A family left Switzerland. They said they're coming to the 592 because they want to enjoy themselves for a little bit. Pass through Uncle Sam country, the mighty USA. No problem, you know. Go home. Gone home. And the same mobile that started the fire, passed by Cherry Jackal International. They said they had a fairly decent time, but going back, folks, going back, they kept asking them for some. You frequent flyers might know the name of this form because they never asked me. The ESTA form. Where the form? Where the form? Where the form? Where the form? They said this form, a virtual form, enables you permission to enter the USA. I don't know if it's when you're coming from these European countries or what. But I kept asking them on leaving for this farm, for this farm, for this farm. You know, we've gotten so accustomed to poor service. It don't bother me. It's just another day. Right? Different day, same. It don't bother us. They said when for buy little food. Right? When for buy little food, the lady had an attitude. Somebody directed them to the canteen, you know, that blue flat building there, you know, close to the tarmac. The lady said the woman had an attitude. She simply asked her, right? According to the menu board, I'm going to take a burger and some chips. She thinks she buy Burger King. You see? That's what she thought she was. Right? She thought she was at the Waffle House or someplace like that. Right? She asked for a burger and some fries. The lady said, we only got a leaf cook up and baked chicken and chung min. The lady said she was so rude. And she said the kitchen not taking orders. she thought she had a proper place. The kitchen not taking orders. Lindsay, she was taken aback. You see? But that was the beginning of sorrows. That was the end. The people kept asking for this ESTA form, the ESTA form. Asking for it. Right? Asking for all the time. She kept telling them, if you only check the ticket, you can see the notation, and this thing is virtually obtained. And if you plug in the thing in the system, the whole thing will come. They weren't listening, she said. Right? They weren't listening. The whole diatribe the lady put out on Facebook there. All our tickets are electronic, she says. Right? I said to her, Madam, your system is not working. The lady said, oh boy, this is my biggest mistake. Her exact words were, don't come here and disrespect Guyana. Don't come here and disrespect Guyana. Right? The lady said some of them even came and laughed at them as they were trying to make their case about this extra form and where it could be found. Right? It got worse progressively when they found some black cake in her hand luggage, I think she says. Right? Police went through our hand luggage, right, which belonged to the four of us. We had 3 pieces of black cake, 1 blanket, a sweater, panty liners, Pringles, cashew nuts, which I clearly remember. This is what she said. Right? But listen to the kick now. I was the black person. Right? I was the black person. So they chose to attach me to the hand luggage, even though it belonged to all 3 of us. They attached me to the hand luggage for searching. And they sent the 3 men I was with, presuming the 3 men who were white, to have a seat. She said, those 3 men were my husband and my 2 sons. They sent them to have a seat. and they held her back to search her. And she goes on about her ordeal at Chetty Jackal International. She said they went through New York, JFK, without a hitch, without a question after this whole ordeal. Right? She says there was racial profiling, and she's admonishing the government to take constructive criticism in that vein. She knows what she's talking about. she knows what she's talking about. She said the white men with her, they were sent to have a seat. She was kept back. All the luggage were ascribed to her. All the black cake, and they searched her thoroughly. She said that's racial profiling. They sent her husband, one of the white guys, and her two sons to sit down, but they held her back. You got to watch that. Folks, we might want to watch that. We just might want to watch that. No easy day. In the 592, over the weekend, the carnage on the roads continued. 6 teenagers lost their lives. 4 alone in one accident. Bloody weekend we had. And then there was that another horrific accident. The one with the 4 teenagers said that they plowed into a parked truck somewhere on the in region 3 there, and then hit a concrete fence. And then the story up in on the West Coast, Babis there, it varies, and we being made to understand that the police might have had a hand in this. You remember the police chasing the 2 young people across that bridge there in Maikoni, and what resulted? We are being made to understand from credible sources that the police may have had a hand in this one also. But they're talking about some undertaking and a whole manner of things. But we can get to the bottom of it, folks. We're going to get to the very bottom of it. But as I said, 6 dead alone over the weekend. 6 teenagers. That's what they told us. 6 teenagers lost their lives over the weekend. Carnage on our roadways like you have never seen it before. Right? I see the president saying here, finale, but you must focus on drunk driving. It's time we focus on. It's long past time. We focus on those things. Long past time. They tell us these 3 accidents occurred within a 4-hour period at different parts of the country. You had one at Unity Public Road, East Coast, Demerara, Number 11 Public Road, East Berbice, Resource Public Road, Canal number 2 Polder. 8 dead in the space of 4 hours. If that, folks, is not a Jambi, if that's not demon, I don't know what is. Look some of what took place, folks, on the West Coast. Some of what took place and transpired on the West Coast. The carnage on our roads and our waterways persists. And if you're an ardent viewer of this program, you would know we say all the time, slow down so we can arrive alive. Slow down so we can arrive alive. 6 young people, teenagers, lost their lives over last weekend, folks. 6 of them, 8 in total in a 4-hour period. Right? What do you say to that, folks? What do you say to that? We need a national month And we said when the year starts, a national year prayer, this is natural. This is not natural at all for young people. Just so, folks, I hate making the comparisons. The US had a head start on us. 100 years or two, but we got to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. I don't know if there's chaos and confusion in other parts of the great USA, but where I am, nobody blows a horn. People come to the traffic light and wait. I ain't seen nobody racing down the road. People obey the speed limits. You know, if we could come, Uncle Sam country and fall in line, how much more we can do for our own country? We got to stop this carnage. Slow down, good folks, so we can arrive alive. Slow down. Let me arrive alive. This is madness. This is absolute madness. Absolute madness. I'm trying to find the commentary from Irfan on this. Something to the effect that we got to focus on speeding and drunkenness. Something to that order. Irfan only know. Like some of y'all on the rock. Huh? Irfan said he government and check application since 1992. Yeah, might as well go on one because this country in free fall. It's an autopilot. Right? It's an autopilot. So might as well. You're on vacation. We can't do much worse. I'm trying to find his comment. On this, we have to go beyond that. They have the capacity, right? I know they got the know-how to stem this, but together we can put some sound policies in place and kind of unlearn some of the foolishness we've learned in terms of road usage and adopt some good habits. We can do it. He says that he's deeply troubled. This is what Irfan says today. Deeply troubled by the deadly accidents. He says focus on speeding and drunk driving needed only now. Only now. Last year, April, we did a feature on road accidents. You had over 50 in 1 month. Over 50 in 1 month. Irfan just wake up from the battleground. You know that's his favorite place. That's his favorite place. He says we have to learn now. He's deeply troubled by these deadly accidents. And we have to focus on drunk driving and speeding. We have to focus on like 3 years ago, Irfan. 3 years ago. But of course, everything is oil and gas. Right? Like they can put in the casket with me and we can carry it. Right? You know, the real focus is on oil and gas, not on road safety. Not on road safety, the least bit. And when you thought this was the end, folks, it was the beginning of sorrows. That was the only weekend. As I told you, this morning at Wizrock, 5 of the PPP. This morning at Wizrock, we have 3,400 persons watching us across social media. Share the damn live, folks. Smash that emoji button for us and let us go down the road. 305 at Wizrock just this morning. And up, folks, up. Region 6, you think they care? You think they considered there were some accidents just the day before to slow down so they can arrive alive? Not we. Accidents was accidents. What is an accident? Rock and come in.
The straight run from there, there's Enjoy SF coming. But there's overdue on this road.
Liquor and gasoline don't mix. Yes, 40 minutes up. 40 tries to kill a little careful. You see, I'm not saying, you know, your thing would overdo.
We know.
Folks, that is outside of the accidents last weekend, over the weekend, that claim those 8 lives, you know. That's outside of that. That's this morning. That is this morning, right? This morning, safe driving. What's a safe driving? I said skililingi. I driving for 20 years. I can't get in accident. I on this road. I just skililingi. I just skill scratchy. What's a safe driving? They got me and they got the road. That is today. Brothers and sisters, that is this morning. In the wee hours of the morning. Right? Because we don't care. It can't happen to me. Right? It can't happen to me. Me by me book. Right? Plenty like you talking from the grave. Plenty like you talking from the grave. Slow down, good folks. Slow down and let me arrive alive. Please and thank you. Thoughts and prayers go to the families who lost loved ones over the last weekend, communities who lost loved ones, friends who lost loved ones. Our thoughts and prayers with you folks. But that wasn't the end. That was the beginning of sorrows. That was the beginning of sorrows. A policeman was shot recently. It's a crossing country. You can say it. Right? Because once you acknowledge that, you can get to know, do some interventions. It's a crossing country. A policeman, as I said, was shot. Do I have it correctly? Yeah. Trying to find my way in my notes here. The policeman was shot. He was in a particular, outside of a particular restaurant that was being robbed. And as the men were relieving them of their valuables, right? The report says the one bandit was walking off and discharged a round in the direction of the patrons who were there. And the policeman was hit. Young constable. He was hit. Just like that. All in the space of one weekend. Coming into Monday. Right? Coming into Monday at Mbamadai. A stabbing incident at Mbamadai Landing, Region 7, Koyuni, Mazaruni. Left one man dead, another one battling for his life. The guys were imbibing. I don't know if they were inebriated, if they were drunk, but some men drinking together in Mbamadai Landing. They said one man just came up and started to inflict stab wounds on another, just like that. Because the devil spoke to him. The devil whispered something in his ears. So dead is 37-year-old Stenson Roland, a gold miner from a nearby village. And injured is Chinese from Mbamadai. Just like that. They having some nice time. And the man just walk up to you and start stabbing him. National Year Prayer. You understand what we're talking about? In one little 2x4 country, you think you understand? Carnage on our roads and waterways. Well, it's the waterways one now. Right? Carnage on our roads and water. A boat mishap at Isenero. 35-year-old miner identified as Terence Maxwell Calestro and the captain of that very boat was on Sunday evening killed when the boat collided with another vessel in the Mazaruni River. They said the crash occurred around 1930 hours and involved, as I said, 2 boats. The one captained by the now deceased and the other vessel. Just like that. So when you thought of doing that smash up, no. Policeman shot. Boat mishap. Stabbing. And those were just a couple we plucked out because they want to send y'all up with such a heavy chest. Knowing some of us big and all. Those are just a couple we plucked out. If you all got a gut to call him, let's call him. I'm not calling him. I'm already persuaded in whom I believe. I'm calling Jehovah Jireh, my provider. I'm calling him. And if you got somebody you could call into, don't call near fun, waste time. Don't call near fun them, waste time, waste men. Don't call on them. Let me see crosses. They're bringing these things upon me. It's purgatory and confusion powder. Somebody sent it over me since August 2nd, 2020. Notice the accent there. 2020. August 2nd, 2020. Confusion, powder, and purgatory. All the time. All the time. And finally, folks, as I said to you, the National Two-Show Conference is meeting. Everyone don't want to deal with the most pressing issues. They believe they can govern. Looking in the rearview mirror, looking back. Right? So don't let me look at the elephant in the room. Don't let's look at the elephant in the room. You see the carbon credits we gave you a couple months ago. Do you remember that, right? The thing of headlines, why? Those are things with the headlines. You remember the carbon credits, right? Folks, we got 3,400 plus people joining us. Share the live. Smash up that emoji button for us, folks. And partner with us as well so we can keep on going on. The folks from Chinese landing went to the National Two-Show Conference and pleaded with it from them. Stem the tide of this rape of our resources happening at Chinese landing, happening at Tassawini. Stem the tide of this thing. Right? I will give you some of what the Two-Show from Chinese landing pleaded, his words, his lamentation. I'll give you some of that. But for those of you who missed it with the opener, here is some of what Irfan wanted to talk about at this National Two-Shows Conference. He said they're asleep since 1992. Yeah, you should really take a vacation. Waste men.
I'm humbled to be before you, all of us, the entire cabinet, because we honor your service, we honor your duty, and we honor your commitment. And the least we can do is give you of our time and our ear. And that is why every day they'll be here.
My friends, so far in the LCDS, 15% of the funds from sale of carbon credit, 15% from the sale of carbon credit goes directly to you, your communities. Show me one other model in the world that does this. One other model in the world
that gives 15% of the revenue directly back to the indigenous communities, the custodian of the forest. You can't find one. This alone is worthy of any international headline. So far, more than $4.7 billion transferred directly to more than 243 villages and communities.
Yep. You want to talk about how much billions the people at Iseneru, the people at Chinese landing, Marudi Mountains, and other places, Marudi Mountain and other places being raped. How many billions? How many billions? Here the Two-Show from Chinese landing there. Here his plea, his lamentation to the National Two-Show Conference. We call on the NTC to advocate on our behalf for the government to allow Chinese landing residents to continue their subsistence mining activities, since there were no other means of earning a living in our community. This is what Oren Finance, the Two-Show at Chinese landing, said. Abort this mission with these people who come to rob and rape us and allow us to subsistence mine our own land. That's what he said. All right? During his presentation today at the Orchard Conference Center, he said Chinese landing residents have been mining responsibly and for the benefit of the entire community, unlike Mr. Vera. Therefore, we should be allowed to work. We should be allowed to work. But before you go, listen to what the chairman of the National Two-Show Conference said. Mind you, the reporting coming out of this conference says that they have not responded to what's happening at Chinese landing. A whole National Two-Shows Conference meet. And then perhaps one of the most definitive issues of a generation, right? There's no comment out of the National Two-Shows Conference. Why? Why? Huh? Because the PPP has muzzled that chairman of the National Two-Shows Conference, Mr. Finance, muzzled him, neutered him. This is the hallmark of the PPP. Right? Derek John, muzzled and neutered. Hear what he said as we wrap up. Hear what Derek John says, chairman of the National Two-Shows Conference. He said that under the village law, councils enjoy the right to decide whether they could mine in their own community or who could mine in their communities. Each village council has the authority to do what is best for their people. So it is left to the village council as long as it is within the mandate of the law. Right? That's what he says, up to the village. But he stopped there. This is really real devil there. This is really real PPP wickedness there. This over here meeting the land there by Chinese landing. The Amrinian Act, this is the chairman of the National Two-Shows Conference. The Amrinian Act also says if the village refuses consent to large-scale mining, a miner may carry out mining activities if the minister declares that is in the public interest. So Pauline could overrule the same village council. The people that care could overrule the village council and have, how you think the man made the mining? If the village didn't tell you come in, how you think he'd be there? The people who care, the minister could overrule. That's the wickedness of the PPP. In McKemraj Ramjitan voice, that is the wickedness of the PPP. Good folks, share the live, smash that emoji button, good folks. That's going to do it for us this evening. That's our time, and that's our program. Valid, credible information. Those of you going to be coming back to watch our broadcast, share the live as well, folks. Smash that emoji button and partner with us too. I want to thank you folks who have done so far a magnificent job coming on board and partnering with us for our drone project. We have not forgotten you guys. We have touched our finish line. And as we said, anything that comes to the door now, come into the coffers now, go to the peripheral things to make our drone a sustainable, our drone project a sustainable one, an extra battery, for instance, an extra propeller, for instance, a nice carrying case, for instance. So if you want to contribute still to our project, folks, hit us up on WhatsApp, 627-6963-592. If you're coming in internationally, send us a message and we can tell you how, you know. And folks who want to partner with us as per regular, all the channels remain the same. Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal. MMG, if you're getting any problems with any of them, WhatsApp us as well. We have some new information for Cash App, for Zelle, I think it is. We have some new information for Zelle. So before you send to Zelle, send us a message on WhatsApp and we can give you the new directions. And in addition to that, folks, we also have the facility to accept your credit and debit cards as well. That being said, folks, we want to alert you too that apart from this, folks, thanks to each and every one of you for throwing out your belly with me, folks. Thanks to each and every one of you for doing that. And outside of that, I want to let you know, you're looking for good justice of the peace, Commissioner of Votes Affidavit, the Alistair Collins firm. They're right down there, the Callion Mall, Alamahashi, between Camp and Waterloo Street. Good folks. Remember them. Remember them. Remember them. That's going to do it for us at this end. Share the live, smash that emoji button, folks. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe. Stay safe. That's our time, folks. And that's the program.